This is the sign that's caused such a stir. Lewis Ferman and Company, buried under decades of development.
Someone had tweeted out a photograph and just said, who was Lewis Ferman?
Folklorist Dale Jarvis knew immediately and raced to the rescue.
In time to find that the sign had been cut up into pieces and was about to be shoveled into a dumpster.
The sign belonged to a firm owned by Lewis and Grunia Ferman. They met as resistant fighters in German-occupied Poland in the Second World War. Grunia a nurse and Lewis a munitions expert.
Nothing is impossible.
A part of the famous Belsky resistance, a story told in the 2008 movie Defiance, starring Daniel Craig. The group saved hundreds of Jews from ending up in concentration camps. In 1947, the Fermans found their way to St. John's and opened a clothing store.
For them, it was really starting anew, starting fresh. Most of their family was wiped out in the Holocaust. My grandfather lost his first wife and his child.
The store was a gathering place for the community. Lewis, who spoke 9 languages, worked as a translator for sailors arriving in St. John's. A Polish seaman sold Lewis this Torah, which he then donated to the local synagogue. Claire Frankel-Salama met the couple when she moved to St. John's 35 years ago.
Their life had been pulled out, from under them, and a lot of them didn't have a chance to finish school, and that's what was open to them was business.
The Fermans closed their business in the 1980s to be near family in Toronto. But grandson Michael says they carried Newfoundland with them always.
They had the opportunity to come to a community, to come to a city, a country that really put their arms around them and welcomed them like their own.
Now the Provincial Museum plans to put the sign together and use it in a proposed exhibit on Jewish families. Curator Maureen Power is delighted.
When we saw this, we were like, this is perfect.
Now recovered from obscurity, not to be forgotten. Chris O'Neill Yates, CBC News, St. John's.